What's going on YouTube? This is Sirius Treeborn Frog on Yu-Gi-Oh! Trader 101's channel. He just topped YCS Orlando, and I'm just going to give you a deck profile.
It's a pretty standard X-Saber deck, like the one I played at the regionals from a few weeks ago that I posted, but I figured I might as well just do another deck profile. I'm not playing Grand Mall, let's tell you that now. The main deck's pretty standard though compared to what I ran at that regional. The reason I ran X-Sabers at this event was the night before I didn't know what I wanted to play, so I took a die, picked 6 decks, rolled it, a 3 came up, X-Sabers was number 3, I ran X-Sabers, I ended up getting first place after Swiss, going undefeated with a tie, 9-0-1. I tied round 4 to like Tech Genius, just a Tech Genius, like not even with plants. It's 100% Tech Genius. I had to read all the cards. It was pretty awful. But I just had that draw and won out. Lost in top 16 to a blocking player, but he played really well. I have no hard feelings about it. Anyway, started off with 3 Dark Souls, obviously, 3 Ember's Blades, 3 Full Helm Knights, 2 Fall Trolls, 2 Bogarts, and 2 Peshuls, and the 1-ofs, the 1 Hamster, the 1 Gores, the 1 Air Bellum, and the 1 Effect Valor.
Thoughts on Valor? You said you didn't like it at the beginning of the day.
I said I didn't like running more than 1 at the beginning of this event, simply because I just don't like it against every matchup, but it is important to have in the main deck. It's just not a card that...
Did you like it though?
Yeah, the 1 is good. The problem with 2 is if you have 2 in your hand, it's just so dead.
Yeah.
The 1, it's there when you need it, and I just like having only 1 in the main deck. I didn't side deck a second one. I side decked DD Crows instead because I felt Crow was more versatile against the plant deck, which I thought I'd play a lot of. And that's what it is. For the spell lineup, 2 Pot of Dualities. I consider the 3rd, but I just feel like 2 is more consistent because you don't want to open with multiples when you're trying to set up. 2 MSTs. I didn't play any Gravekeeper decks, so I guess I didn't need 2 MSTs, but MST is just such a versatile card in general.
Yeah, no one ran Gravekeepers at this event.
Like, I thought people would run Gravekeepers thinking that plants would be very popular.
Since it's the best deck, and all, yeah.
Here's Cheap on Frog will show you on his channel his Gravekeeper deck that he top 32 with. Anyway, the 1 Econ that this deck runs, the 1 Book of Moon, of course Dark Hole, Trunade.
What are your thoughts on Trunade?
Is that a joke?
Yes.
I don't think, like, yeah, alright. Mind Control, and of course Monster Reborn. Trap lineup, the 2 Seven Tools of the Bandits, my favorite trap card of the format. 2 Solemn Warnings, because that's what you have to play. I added Trap Stun in comparison to the deck I ran at the regionals. It combos, of course, with Royal Oppression. I never had the situation where this came up. The only time I had Trap Stun set with Oppression face up, I was able to drop my opponent to 750 life points that turn by making some cool Ember's Blade, ramming into Junk Synchron, getting Full Helm Knight, attacking, Spore, crazy combos. So it didn't end up mattering that I had this, didn't turn this off of the turn, but it was there, and Trap Stun in general put in work. I played Nazar, Shahan, I think you pronounced his last name, round 3, and Trap Stun really put in work. So I got revenge for losing to him at top 32 of Dallas. That felt good.
Did you get Trap Stun Gores any times?
Did I Trap Stun the activate Gores? I didn't do that. That's a good play, though. I never was able to pull that off. The 1 Reinforced Truth, because you're in the 2 Pashul, 1 Solemn Judgment, 1 Mirror Force, 1 Torrential, and I only ran 1 Golden Skull, but I drew it a lot during the weekend, and this card's just nutty. I mean, I didn't want to run 2 because of Gravekeepers, and I think it's more of a win more card, but it really solidifies when you win, let me tell you. Side deck was pretty standard in comparison to the regional. 2 Cyber Dragons, 2 Thunder King Ryos, 2 DD Crows, 2 Puppet Plants, 2 Noble Man of Crossouts, 1 Level Limit Area B. This card
is bad.
This card is good with Full Helmet. I just like side decking it against decks like Stun and whatnot because it shifts all of their 4-star guys like Thunder King Ryo and stuff to defense mode, and then your Full Helmet, who is a level 3, gets to attack them and activate Full Helmet's effect and bring back your Dark Souls. And what usually ends up happening if you have a long game with Level Limit Area B is you have a Full Troll in defense mode for a long time, and then you just have a Full Helmet continuously hit their defense position monsters, and you bring back Dark Souls and etc., 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 and you set up Naturi Beast, Naturi Barkion, Stardust, and finally you go into a Scrap Dragon, pop whatever on their field, shift everything to attack, and you've just controlled the game in 1. 1 Closed Forest. I didn't play any Gravekeepers, so that was not useful during the weekend. Though I have a funny story about that card. And then rounded out, a Bottomless Trap Hole, a Shadow Prisoner again. I didn't play any Gravekeepers, and a Mind Crush.
Wait,
Mind Crush. And for the extra deck, if anybody read the round 8 feature between me and the TG plant deck, you'll notice in game 1 I went into Bryonic when my opponent had a Stardust with no back rows. It's because I made the dumb decision of not playing Gaia Knight. because I wanted to play Chimeric Fortress more because I cited the 2 Cyber Dragons and I thought characters would be more popular than they were. But that was a misplay because this card was dead for like the millionth event in a row. And there should have been a Gaia Knight, and that was a mistake. Other than that, Brionek, let's see, 2 Hyunwei, Black Rose, Catastor, Colossal, Mistworm, Stardust, Trishula, Gothams, Barkion, Beast, Scrap Dragon, and Urbellum. This should be Gaia Knight. That was a misplay. In the feature match, I just knew that when the only real way of getting rid of Stardust was Brionek, that he was just going to affect Valor, and the people would laugh at me in that feature match, but I guess it is what it is. But I like this deck overall. It was probably a really poor meta choice. I have no idea how I went undefeated up until top 16. Literally no idea.
No one ran Gravekeeper.
Well, Gravekeeper's not that. It's a good matchup for this deck, I think.
Yeah, I know.
Plants is just a good matchup if they have Dandelion tokens out. That happened a lot. Like round 5, my opponent left Dandelion tokens in defense and one passed to me. I was like, okay, with no back rows. And he knew I searched for Helm Knight off Dark Soul, so I just absolutely crushed him because of it. I was able to get back more full Helm Knights, just annihilate him. Because players don't realize this to shift their Dandelion tokens to attack mode against me. And against Victor Nolan, a good friend of mine from Duelist Grounds, in round 7, I believe it was, he had Junk Synchron with Spore in the graveyard, and I had Oppression face down. He just wrote it for Doppel Warrior. He summoned Junk Synchron, targeted Spore, got that in defense mode as the only monster in his graveyard he could target. He then tried to summon Doppel. I Oppressioned it, because I had Ember's Blade on the board, and now he has a 1300 Junk Synchron looking at my 1300 Ember's Blade with the defense position monster. I have a Trap Stun and an Oppression set, or Oppression up and a Trap Stun set, so next turn I just wrecked him and won the game because of it. But other than that, thanks for watching YouTube. Please check out Series 2 on Frog's channel in a few minutes to see his Grave Reaper deck that he also top 32'd with.